Start.
Good evening, Yali Ho, Shubh Sandhya to one and all. I heartily welcome you all to today's webinar, an evening of humble tribute of the students, teachers, and parents of Calorex Public School, dedicated to the great sons of Indian Army, Vijay Divas. I still remember one quote I just want to share with you. It is said, our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it. The primary mission of the Indian Army is to ensure national security and national unity, to defend the nation from external aggression and internal threats, and to maintain peace and security within its border. Let me introduce myself. I am Gauri Anand from Calorex Public School, Rajula. It was a time, I still remember my time. It was a time when I wanted to become an army woman, and I got a chance for SSB interview. But sir, I want to tell you, it's difficult for me to say that I was not selected in that. I was not aware about the process of interview. So afterwards, I decided to get married with an army man, and that dreams also shattered. Here, I am grateful to my Calorex organization, which has given me an opportunity to have an interactive session with a dynamic personality. That is you, sir. Let me reveal to you all, dear viewers, that this evening we are proud to have with us an incredible personality, veteran air warrior, retired wing commander, Mr. Jaidev Desai, as guest speaker for this webinar on armed force, valor and faith. A heartfelt welcome to you, sir. You are an inspiration for all of us. By the way, you devoted your life to attend the call of duty and the sacrifice you have made. We are honored, privileged, and humble as we are getting the chance to interact with the pleasing personality like you, sir. We all eagerly look forward to listening to you as you unfold your courageous stories and challenges you faced with bravery. Uh, do allow me to throw a little light on Sir vast area of expertise and outstanding efforts. Sir has a keen interest in current and military affairs and keep himself updated in geopolitical happenings around the world. He believes in the concept of 360-degree view, which enables him to explain the situation in a simple language. My dear students, teachers, parents, and well-wishers, it's a great matter of inspiration as I share with all that Sir is a multitasker. He writes articles and appears on TV occasionally. Hats off you, sir. Even at that time, we have not so much facilities as today we have. During that time, you have done BTech from BITS Pilani and MTech from IIT Delhi, as it's a prestigious institute. Sir, here one question clicks to my mind. I remember my days. We always face an issue during our exam time, and that is a common issue. It's a power cut. So one question I'm getting it, I just wanted to know about Did you face any such type of challenges during your education?
Ma'am, सबसे पहले तो first of all, let me thank you very much for the lovely words which you have spoken about me. I don't know what you said, whether I deserve those words or not.
Exactly,
Number one.
sir.
Number two, let me first of all thank Carolex Foundation for giving me this opportunity to speak to you, the teachers, the trainers, the students, and the parents. Talking to the young minds who are going to the future of our country, going to lead us in the 21st century in a very big way. By the time they grow big and become a professional, I'm sure India will be the third and the fifth largest economy in the world and the big power as such. They have to have that control or the capability to take India as the first or second power in the world. That is what is going to be their task. That is what the way I look at it. As far as the challenge is concerned, yes, जब मैं छोटा था, मैं actually I was in Ahmedabad. I'm born and brought up in Ahmedabad. So, luckily, unlike other states, Ahmedabad we did not have so many power cuts as I remember. But not, I mean, we had a power cut, but not as many as I mean, like other states used to have. Pilani, when I went, that is time मुझे सबसे पहले बहुत बड़ा पावर कट का एक्सपीरियंस हुआ. रात भर लाइट नहीं होती थी, ठंड बहुत होती थी, 0 डिग्री टेम्परेचर हो जाता था, तब लाइट नहीं होती थी, हीटर नहीं चला सकते थे, वो ठंडी में ट्र करके हम वी यूज्ड टू शिवर एंड ऑल. एंड आई रिमेंबर व्हेन हम जब एक वर्कशॉप की हमारी एक एग्जाम थी फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में, एट दैट टाइम द टेम्परेचर ड्रॉप डाउन टू -4 and we have a big central lawn. Now that central lawn was frozen. The water was, you could see the white layer of snow. So when we entered the examination hall, the teacher gave 15 minutes to warm up our hands and warm up ourselves. So that is how the whole thing was. But आज के बच्चे I think काफी lucky है कि ये सब प्रॉब्लम फेस नहीं करना पड़ता है. स्कूल एयर कंडीशन होती है, हीटर होता है, सो उनको ये सब प्रॉब्लम से नहीं गुजरना पड़ता है. So I'm hopefully they can concentrate more on the study and they can do well.
Yeah, exactly, sir. And they have all the facilities which we were not having at our times.
Yes.
Means I still remember 8 hour overnight we have a power cut, and during exam time. And we just have to lit the candle and then we have to study.
वो कैंडल भी खत्म हो जाता था, फिर क्या करोगे?
खत्म हो जाता था. Correct, sir. That's true. So we always, list has not been ended here. Sir was commissioned in Indian Air Force in 1978. Even at that time, I was not born. After 2 years in Air Force, he opted for premature retirement and chose to be on Civil Street, where he repaired and overall lines for MiG-21 aircraft at Ojar and Mirage engine in Kanpur. Sir, you are an inspiration for all of us. We admire your services, sir. After this, sir was commended by Chief of Air Staff and also twice by the Air Officer Commanding in Chief Maintenance Command of Air Force. Sir, your life is a true example. Even it's a live example in front of our students. So thank you so much for taking out your valuable time and bestowing us with your precious presence. We are indeed privileged and humbled. After leaving Air Force, he has worked as a plant head and a business head with many prestigious companies. He has a vast experience of business, marketing, and production in civil organization. At present, he works as a defense and aerospace advisor to the SMEs, advising them for the business opportunity in the sector. He is also CII Gujarat Defence and Aerospace Task Force member. One more efficient work reflect here. So it's a great work that reflects you have translated a book also. That is a Burning Chefs on 1971 war, written by Brigadier Balram Mehta from English to Gujarati. One more students I would like to tell you, he motivates children from STEM activities and it aimed to inculcate creativity, innovation and entrepreneurship among children. It's a big role to motivate students. Sir, it's a big role to motivate students and make a valuable assets for our country. You are very much honored and very much appreciated for all that you have done and still doing for country.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Today, we have a budding, smart, and energetic Calorexian students. They are very inquisitive. They are very inquisitive to know about the armed force. First, let me introduce with our eloquent students. Here we have a shooting star, Bhumika. She is from grade 5 from Calorex Public School, Ghatlodia. And I would like to tell you, sir, she loves dancing and drawing.
Very nice.
And during her free time, when she is free, leisure time, she wants to dance on her favorite song. As well as she has participated in various activities like storytelling, she has participated, poem recitations, drawing competitions, and she has won many prizes. And her dream is to become a dance trainer and develop the culture and appreciation for various dancing styles among students. That is her dream.
So she wants to follow Geeta Ma rather than me, is it?
Sir, I think so. Geeta Ma is much better option for her.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Any discipline, whatever the child wants to go for, absolutely no issue.
Yeah, exactly, sir. And even that is a great part. We would like to see more Geeta Ma.
No, here I would like to take half a minute and say to teacher and the parents, this is very, very important, which I noticed now, last about 10-15 years, that parents are pushing the children to take the profession of their like rather than what child likes.
That's true.
Basically, we should not be putting pressure. Like when we talk about exam pressure basically kills the student if because of those type of pressure, not because they are not capable. So parents will have to be set, and the teachers will have to tell the parents that please allow her to excel in the line or the activity what she or he is interested in. And any line you take, whether economics or dancing or theater or military or teacher for that matter, if you are good, you are going to excel and you are going to be rewarded in a very big way. There is no doubt about that. They don't have to worry about it.
That's true, sir. This time, so many vocational subjects are there. As well as in our times, we have a fourth, I think so, 3 subjects. One is commerce, science, non-medical, and arts.
Very good.
And now they have a very, very good opportunities. Many subjects has introduced and they can make a career in that also.
Good.
Next, we have a problem solver with us. It's Divya Vishwakarma, class 4 from Calorex Public School, Mundra. Sir, I would like to tell you, he wants to invent new technology for the world and to become a good leader, come social worker to serve people. And he is very much interested in sports like chess. Now here we have a passionate, skillful, blooming star. It's Heer Upadhyay from class 4, Kelorex Public School, Rajula. And she has achieved medal in Olympiad. And she is the topper of the class. One thing, she believes that doctor is the second god for living being. So she wants to become a doctor as a profession.
Good.
Now here we have an extravehicular astronaut. That is a Janil Gupta from class 5th, scholar from Narmada Kelorex Public School, Bharuch. Sir, he wants to see the world from the heights. That's why he wants to become is the sport which attracts him. Last but not least, we have a budding scientist with us. That is a Hemant Chaudhary, class 5th from Kelorex Public School, Rajula. He wants to become a scientist and he believes that science can help to bring in a revolution in various platforms such as medicines, agriculture, education, information, and technology. He is very much interested in sports like chess, football, and cricket. So students, all of you are on the right track, but to achieve your dreams, I would suggest you have to work so hard on that. We teachers are proud of you all. I think so. Now budding star are curious, sir, to put the questions from you.
Fire, fire, fire.
Fire. Exactly, sir. So now I found Bhumika waiting to ask a question from you. Over to you, Bhumika.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Sir, my question is, how do you feel about telling people we serve the country working with defense force?
Bhumika, first of all, let me tell you that being a defense personnel is a different ball game altogether. It is a different world, is a different attitude and different approach to the life as such. It is the way of living. It is not a job. Defense is not a job. It is a way of living. And not only for you, also for the whole family. So even my wife or my two daughters, when they say they are the wife of an air warrior or air veterans, and my daughter say they are a Fauji kid, like Anushka Sharma. She also says that she is a kid of a veteran army officer. So the whole family gets very much respected, proud, we feel, and we feel that something we have done for the country as a whole and society in general. In defense, basically, you don't have money. I mean, if you want to go and become millionaire, you don't become millionaire, but you become millionaire by the respect which you get from the people. So yes, as a defense serving or the veteran officer or the man and the family member of the defense personnel, you are very, very proud and you feel very happy when you get such respect. Like, for example, whether I'm worth or not, I don't know. The introduction was given to me. I mean, I'm on the seventh heaven. I mean, you see what she said about me. And so it's just that it happens that way. So it's part of life. I mean, you get used to it.
That's true, sir. It's a respectful life. And a person like you give us a hope for a better tomorrow.
Thank you.
Now, Hemant from Rajula. And sir, I would like to tell you about Rajula. It is a place known for old temple of Shiva. The Shivling of Shiva made by Yudhishthira and Bhim.
Achha? Okay,
And it's a super excited to know more about the, even now Hemant, he is super excited, sir, to know more about the recruitment process.
Yes.
Over to you, Hemant.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity. Sir,
opportunity.
Nice, okay, don't worry बेटा.
Yes, carry on, Hemant.
हिंदी में बोलो, इंग्लिश में बोलो, किसी में बोलो बेटा, कोई बात नहीं है.
Sir, my question is that what is the qualification and selection process one must fulfill to join Indian Defence Air Force?
But it's like this, to join Air Force, Army, Navy, basically you join as an officer or as a other than officer, right? Technician or other thing. I will right now concentrate only as an officer because question and what you are going to grow big and be capable, and obviously you want to join as an officer. आर्म फोर्सेस में दो तरीके का एडमिशन होता है, आई मीन रिक्रूटमेंट होता है. वन इज थ्रू एनडीए फॉर ऑफिसर बेसिकली, राइट? दैट इज योर आफ्टर योर 12th पास यू डू गिव द एनडीए एग्जाम एंड देन जॉइन एनडीए, and from NDA you pass out and then you get engineering degree or any other degree which you get from JNU, and then you select the service, that is Air Force, Army, Navy, and then you are allotted the branch, right? There's a one way of doing it. Second is doing it is basically after graduation, right? As far as Air Force is concerned, there is a called FSET exam, right? Air Force Selection Aptitude Test exam is there. You clear that exam and then you go for SSB. Like I was told just now that she tried to go for SSB and all.
Exactly, sir.
Yes, so went for SSB. I went to Dehradun. So you go for SSB.
I went to Allahabad.
Yes. So I went to Dehradun, and for the first trial, I got selected. I didn't have that unfortunate experience of getting rejected as such. So you go through SSB. Now, when you go to SSB, basically you're tested for 5 skills mainly,
Yes.
right? Now, what are those skills which we are tested for? Psychology is one, group discussion, and your communication skill is one. See, like that, there are 5 skills which are tested. And if you're applying for pilot branch, then you are tested separately for pilot aptitude test called PAT. So and then the merit list is prepared, and there basically what you are tested is for officers intelligence quotient. We call it OLQ also, kind of officers like quality. So you are tested for officer like quality, with tested whether you can work in a team or not, because defense everywhere is basically teamwork. You should be a very good team player. You should express your opinion freely. You should be able to receive the thing clearly. You should be very positive minded person. Just सामने I mean discussion I will say many things, मगर सामने कोई 50 पाकिस्तानी का आ जाए आपके पास, आप सिर्फ 2 आदमी है तो आप डर के भाग जाओगे, ऐसा नहीं होगा. फिर भी वो हौसला होना चाहिए कि हम 2 हैं, वो 50 है, हम 50 को मार देंगे, कोई चिंता नहीं. So that positive attitude and that passion must be there. So ये सब आपको आपका टेस्ट होता है एसएसबी में, और उसका लिस्ट बनता है, मेरिट लिस्ट बनता है, एंड देन सिलेक्टेड हर एक एसएसबी से वो सबका मेरिट लिस्ट बनता है, एंड देन बेस्ड ऑन द मेरिट लिस्ट, बेस्ड ऑन द वैकेंसी, basically you are called, and then medical also is done. So you have to pass through a lot of tests and a lot of exams and all. And if you want the career in Air Force, indianairforce.nic, that is a site. I will give the site to principal. You can have a look at the site and then find out exactly what are the steps of different branches, like Air Force, Army, Navy. Here different branches. We can talk later on this. But based on the branches, again, the selection criteria and other thing is decided. And that is how the Air Force or Army in the similar way, Navy in the similar way, the selection of officers done. Similar process is there even for technician and soldiers and other rank of professionals. I hope I've answered the question quite adequately.
Yeah, exactly, sir. You have shared the whole process in a very interesting and easier way.
Thank you.
Definitely, sir, it will helpful for our learners to shape their dreams in defense from very early age. So now Divya is holding on breath to ask a question from you, sir. Over to you, Divya.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Sir,
Thank you.
my question is, I have heard about Paramveer Chakra I wanted to know what are the criteria for receiving the gallantry award? Which are the gallantry awards in Indian Armed Forces?
Thank you, Vivian. See, basically, when you say gallantry award, that basically there are two type of gallantry awards. One is in the face of enemy, right? And second is not in the face of enemy, but within the country, like terrorists ke samne, if you show some bravery and all. So that is where you get the gallantry award. So gallantry award in the face of enemy and not in the face of enemy, I will divide into two parts, right? Now, Paramvir Chakra is the highest gallantry award you get or you give to the bravest of the brave. Absolutely uncommon bravery, which is not seen in a common way and is a beyond the world, out of the world type of bravery. If that type of bravery is exhibited by an officer or a soldier or anybody else, then he is given the Paramvir Chakra if it is in the face of enemy, right? Like example, in 47, you see, you know how many war India has fought so far? 47, 48 against Pakistan, right? Immediately when we got freedom. Second was 62 war China. Then 65 war Pakistan. 71 war Bangladesh, right? In between 86, 87, the Siachen small war, but not very much talked about. And then 99 war, the Kargil war, isn't it? And now the China thing is happening. In between this Balakot strike which took place, Wing Commander Abhinandan, who was given Vir Chakra, right? So in this 5 war, in last 73 years of Indian independence, there are only 21 Paramvir Chakra. Imagine, only 21 Paramvir Chakra, out of which 14 were posthumously. Okay? That means the person died and then Paramvir Chakra was given. Only 7 were Paramvir Chakra was given live, right? So once we have Paramvir Chakra, then we have Mahavir Chakra, then we have Vir Chakra, right? And then we have something called Vayu Sena Medal Gallantry. Then we have mentioned in dispatch. So then the things are there. But main three which you should remember is Paramvir Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, and Vir Chakra, right? That is in the face of enemy. Same way, when you say not in the face of enemy, there are three medal again: Ashoka Chakra, Shaurya Chakra, and Kirti Chakra. Every 26 January, when this 26 January, we will see that somebody will be given Ashoka Chakra, will be given just before the parade is started. I'm sure many of you would have seen this. The person, if he's alive, he is called, otherwise his wife or mother or father comes and receives that particular medal from the Rashtrapati on Rajpath on 26 January. I'm sure you all would have seen this.
Exactly.
Here I would like to say this, unfortunately, in the schools we do not teach this. 21 stories, only 21 stories we need to tell students. How do we motivate students and make them love the nation, make them, what are sacrifices people are making for your freedom, so that you can live and sleep happily at home. The people die, people spend their life, people become injured. And their bravery story, we are brave. Indian soldiers is bravest of the brave. He's one of the best soldier and one of the best pilot and one of the best technician in the world. We don't tell the story. I suggest Carolex, at least these 21 stories, if you can tell the students, I'm sure you will do wonder to bring up their morale as an Indian, that we are better than the best. That feeling should come among the children.
So we will try our best to tell them students about all these stories, bravery stories, and they would also like to be a part of it.
Thank you.
Paramvir Chakra, sir, it's a thrill and excitement. आप सभी वो हर रोज जीतते हैं, सोचते हैं हमारे लिए. तहे दिल से सलाम है आपको, sir. To everyone, to all our soldiers.
Thank you.
Now here is Tech around you to ask a query. Up to you, Heer.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Sir, in every services there are ranks. Even in our school, we students also having ranks of monitors, discipline leaders, library leaders, etc. Can you tell me the ranking of the Indian Air Force? What are their roles?
Yes. See, basically there are two things. When you say Air Force, there are two things. One is the branch. Second is rank. Right? Now, let's talk about branch first. Now, Indian Air Force got following 5-6 branches. One is pilot. Right? Everybody knows who flies. Right? But Indian Air Force flying is not like Indian Airlines flying or Indigo flying. That betha, take off kiya, gaye, land kiya. It's not that. It's a fighter flying. So pilots also have three types. One is the fighter pilot, transport pilot, and helicopter pilot. Then comes engineer. After engineering, like me, I'm an engineer. There are two types of engineer: mechanical engineer and electronics engineer. Right? Then comes admin officer, admin branch. Admin branch also has got three different things: pure admin, who look after admin, HR, and things like that. Then you have ATC controller. You must have heard about ATC controller. Aircraft requires permission to land, no taxi out, take off. That's done by ATC controller. Fighter controller, who basically helps fighter aircraft or bomber to kill the enemy target or maybe aircraft. Then you have MET branch. Then you have logistics branch about supply chain management. Medical branch is there. So there are many branches are there. Now, each branch, the rank remains the same. That means, like if I'm a wing commander of technical branch, there's a wing commander of flying branch, there's a wing commander of logistics branch. So that hierarchy remains the same. Now, when talk about this hierarchy, when you talk about, see, when you join, you become a flying officer. When I joined, I was a pilot officer. So now the pilot rank is gone. Now, first minimum rank is flying officer. Then you become flight lieutenant. Then you become squadron leader. Then you become wing commander. Now, these ranks are basically till squadron leader was basically based on time. Certain time you do the work and you automatically get that rank. But wing commander onwards, that is after squadron leader, wing commander, you get the select rank. That means out of 4 or 10 or 20, only one becomes wing commander. Then becomes group captain. Over there is air commodore, then air vice marshal, then air marshal, and then chief of air staff. It's called air chief marshal. Right? Right now, Air Chief Marshal Baduria is the Chief of Air Staff. Am I right? I'm sure all of you have heard his name. Right? And over there, we have also called Air Force Marshal, Marshal of Air Force. Air Chief Marshal Arjun Singh, Marshal of Air Force Arjun Singh. What was? I know. Please kindly Google if you don't know. He was the Marshal of Air Force for a very long time. He just died about 2-3 years back. So this is the general rank. Similar rank you have in Navy and also in Army.
Exactly, sir. So the Indian Defense Forces are one of the best trained military forces in the world. The rank never retires. In all ranks of life, the human heart yearns for the beautiful.
We are the only privileged one who can wear rank till the time we die.
Exactly, sir. That's why I spoke the rank never retires.
Yes.
So, sir, ये कहना अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगी. Your experience and superhero life is one of the perfect example. So now here, Janil is anticipated to know something about technologies and weapons. Switch to you, Janil.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. New technologies progressive sunlight us used in time compared to earlier.
Actually, sir, Janil is facing some network issues. I will repeat question on Janil's behalf. So he is asking question.
Okay.
New technologies are on progressive way. So he wanted to enlighten regarding the weapon used in present time as compared to earlier.
Janil, this is a very beautiful question. मैं मानता हूँ कि बहुत अच्छा question है and that shows that you want to know more and more about armed forces and the technology. See, you must understand that Indian armed forces or any armed forces of the world wants to use the best of the technology. What are technology available best that they would like to use, because in war there are two types of advantage. There are three types of advantage. One is the technology advantage. It is something like this. When I talk about the type of arms and ammunition or weapons which are using, it is something like if you have a gun and if you have a lathi, and if you have to fight, which weapon would you like to have? Obviously gun, because it's a better technology weapon, right? If you have a gun and if you have a tank, which weapon would you like to use? You like to use tank, again better technology, right? So similarly, like when you talk about aircraft, let's talk about Air Force, aircraft. Now, in First World War, the aircraft, if you see, the पायलट के बगल में जो बंदा बैठता था वो मशीन गन लेके बैठता था और मशीन गन से टू करके फायर करता था, right? That days are gone. And Second World War, the aircraft had capability to carry the bombs and they could drop the bomb, right? Battle of Britain, we have seen the Germany bombarded the London in a very big way, right? It's called Battle of Britain. In spare time, please kindly go through all this. From there, today we have come about Rafale, for example, right? Rafale is the best aircraft India has got today. I'm sure आप लोगों ने सभी ने राफेल का नाम सुना होगा और राफेल को पिक्चर और टीवी में उसका वीडियो भी आपने देखा होगा और यूट्यूब में वीडियो देखा होगा, isn't it? Now Rafale, when you talk about, now all these aircraft basically can fly at 2 Mach plus speed. That means साउंड की जो गति है उससे 2 गुना और उससे भी ज्यादा स्पीड पे वो फ्लाई कर सकते हैं, right? The amount of weapons they can carry is about 10 tons, 15 tons, 20 tons of weapons they can carry. What type of weapon? Like example, in Rafale, it carries a missile, right? If you fire, you can fire a missile 150 kilometers away from the target, right? That means अहमदाबाद में जामनगर में बैठे बैठे मैं कराची को फायर कर सकता, बॉम्बार्ड कर सकता हूँ जामनगर में. If I'm flying over Jamnagar and I can attack Karachi, right? So that type of weapons are called beyond visual range. 150, 130, 150 kilometers goes beyond visual range. Technology, when I talk about the space weapon, right? Star War, when आपने सुना होगा Star War serial भी आती थी, Star War movie भी देखा होगा, and काफी comics भी आता है. So basically, we have satellite all over going around the Earth. We have our communication satellite, photography, lot of ways satellites are used, right? Intelligence satellite. Now, can I kill the satellite of China? आपको पता होगा कि 1 साल पहले we did try it out and we destroyed one of the satellite in space. Now, that type of weapon, so imagine how accurate the weapon has to be. That accuracy requires electronic, navigation, a lot of things required. Now, drones, today drone has come. Drone, another technology. Then you have artificial intelligence. Right? So all this technology, please remember, all this technology first come in defense. They are first used in defense. Then it comes in civil aviation. And then comes in automobile or other industry. So all this, like when you say artificial intelligence, first it is used in defense application. When you talk about fly-by-wire system or some control system, some guidance system, all this when it first basically tried out in defense. So there are any technology when you talk about, that technology has got application in defense, and what defense require is the base of the technology. If you have some guidance system or some other system, who in the world can give me the best? It is. So as an Indian scientist, as an Indian entrepreneur, as an Indian industrialist, आपको क्या करना है? आपको ऐसी हवाई जहाज बनाना है, ऐसा हथियार बनाना है, ऐसा वेपन बनाना है, ऐसा टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप करना है कि that technology is the best in the world. If you say इंडियन है तो मेरे से ले लो, ऐसा नहीं होगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है. So first of all, technology is the most important thing, and for using this technology intelligently and innovatively, you require man behind the machine who are going to operate this technology. Is you and me. Yesterday I was operating, tomorrow you will be operating. So you also have to be so apt and so adaptable so flexible that you can use this technology more creatively and much better than others. For example, 1971 वॉर आप लेते हैं. 1970 वॉर 1 में हमारे पास कौन सा एयरक्राफ्ट था? नेट, हंटर. MiG-21 आए थे, बट बेसिकली नेट एंड हंटर, isn't it? पाकिस्तान के साथ सेबर जेट थे, बेटर एयरक्राफ्ट, but still we won. Why? Because though technology was not as good, the man behind the machine was good. The training, so technology and training. Today, technology training what? Virtual reality, XR, the holographic projection. So this new technology is being tried out in even the training side of it. So anywhere you go, technology is the name of the thing. Based on the technology required, any sector is used in the country. So you all, when you grow, you need to develop the new and new technology. Country जो सबसे अच्छी और सबसे फास्ट टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप करेगा, उसको इतनी मिलिट्री एज रहेगी, और वो टेक्नोलॉजी बेच के आप पैसा भी कमा सकते हो, फॉरेन एक्सचेंज कमा सकते हो, आपका कंट्री का भी ग्रोथ होता है. तो ये सब मिली जुली बातें हैं जो हमको याद रखनी चाहिए. और आपको उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा अभी से? यू मस्ट नो हाउ टू प्ले विथ साइंस एंड मैथ्स. साइंस इज नॉट डिफिकल्ट, टेक्नोलॉजी इज नॉट डिफिकल्ट. स्टेम एक्टिविटीज स्कूल में कराते हैं, साइंस एक्सपेरिमेंट कराते हैं, काफी कुछ वीडियो ऑडियो सब आता है, काफी कुछ गेम्स आपके आती है, गेम बॉक्सेस आते हैं, जो मैं मेरे ग्रैंडसन के लिए, मेरा ग्रैंडसन 7 years old है, मैं हर महीना एक ऐसा बॉक्स मंगवाता हूं जो उसको एक प्रिंसिपल अच्छी तरह गेम के साथ सिखाता है. तो ये सब आपको करना है. हाँ, ये स्टेम एक्टिविटी, तो ये सब आपको करना है. तो यू मस्ट नो, you must learn how to play with science and math, not be afraid of science and math. Then you'll be able to adopt this technology or grasp this technology, and you'll be able to understand technology. And maja aayega aapko.
That's a good guidance, sir. For them, student has to play with the science and technology, even maths. So weapons that only operate successfully when you have a courage to operate. Our defense forces is known for this courage, sir. So next, Bhumika is super excited and want to ask question. Over to you, Bhumika.
So, my question is, enabling defense forces to share and protect data in a coalition-based world in order to deliver at pace. How to implement multi-level security, common challenges encountered, securing every data object individually so it can be shared safely and responsibly without compromising security.
बेटे ये थोड़ा टेक्निकली मैं ज्यादा इसमें नहीं जाऊंगा, बिकॉज दिस बिकम्स एटली टेक्निकली हैवी क्वेश्चन. तो मैं टेक्निकली नहीं जाऊंगा, बट सिंपल लैंग्वेज में आपको उसका आंसर देने का ट्राई करूंगा. सी, बेसिकली टुडे इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी very important, and information is a money. Information is the next oil. That is what even Mukesh Ambani says so, right? The data. Now, ये जो चाइना का जो हुआ, आपने काफी सुना होगा कि आपके पेरेंट्स को पूछे तो पता चलेगा आपको कि हैकिंग एक्टिविटी फ्रॉम चाइना onto India has increased drastically, right? So the way you are asking the question, data security is related to this. Am I right? That you understand. I'll put it this way. आप कंप्यूटर, all of you know कंप्यूटर, am I right? आप सब कंप्यूटर ऑपरेट करते हैं. नाउ कंप्यूटर में सपोज मैं बोलूं कि आप पेन ड्राइव नहीं चला सकते, सीडी ड्राइव नहीं डाल सकते, इंटरनेट नहीं कनेक्ट कर सकते, वाईफाई निकाल दूं, ब्लूटूथ निकाल दूं, पेन ड्राइव निकाल दूं, और आपका मैं सीडी ड्राइव डिसेबल कर दूं, ये 4 मैं डिसेबल करता हूं, तो कहीं से आपका वायरस आएगा? नहीं आएगा. वायरस कहां से आता है? यही जगह से आता है. Am I right? तो एयरफोर्स ने क्या किया इसके लिए? एयरफोर्स आर्मी नेवी ने क्या किया कि दे डेवलप देयर ओन नेटवर्क कॉल्ड एफनेट, एयरफोर्स नेटवर्क. ये नेटवर्क सारे एयरफोर्स के कंप्यूटर को इंटरकनेक्ट करता है थ्रू सैटेलाइट एंड ऑल, राइट? एंड दिस नेटवर्क हैज नो, आई रिपीट, नो इंटरनेट कनेक्शन एनीवेयर, नो पेन ड्राइव एबिलिटी, नो सीडी ड्राइव एबिलिटी. no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth, nothing. So this network is quietly much better secure. So that is what Air Force has done. Right? Like your computer, if you remove everything, वायरस नहीं आ सकेगा, हैकिंग नहीं हो सकेगी, तो उसमें भी एक लाइक आपका कैलकुलेटर है, कैलकुलेटर यूज करते हैं ना, तो कैलकुलेटर में हैकिंग हो सकती है. कैलकुलेटर हम लोग को लिखा है तो कोई चाइना से कोई पढ़ सकेगा क्या लिखा है, नहीं लिख करेगा, isn't it? So because calculator is not connected to all this. So similarly here, so first Air Force ने क्या किया, पहले ये किया. Second क्या किया, ये जो communication है, right? आपको फादर ने मोबाइल दिया कि नहीं पता नहीं है, मगर आपके पेरेंट्स तो मोबाइल यूज करते हैं, आपको पता है मोबाइल क्या है, राइट? मोबाइल क्या है, एयरटेल, वोडाफोन, वो सब होता है. एयरफोर्स का अपना खुद का मोबाइल नेटवर्क है, राइट? 3G नेटवर्क एयरफोर्स का खुद का है, जो एयरटेल वो सब अपलोड नहीं करता है, एयरफोर्स खुद ऑपरेट करता है. तो अगेन द कम्युनिकेशन इज सिक्योर. Similarly for Navy and Army has got a separate thing. The problem comes when they go to the intra-ministry and that problem comes up. So there also they are trying to improve upon a thing. Satellite communication. Now, मुझे एक अच्छा आपको लगा कि हम और सब कंट्री के साथ जो काम करते हैं उसके लिए क्या सिक्योरिटी का है, तो उसमें क्या प्रोटोकॉल होता है सभी सिक्योरिटी के पास. अभी आपने लगभग 2 महीने पहले सितंबर में आपने सुना होगा कि अमेरिका के साथ इंडिया ने एक डेका करके एक एग्रीमेंट साइन किया.
Right.
There was a third agreement signed by USA and India military purpose for exchange of information. That protocol and everything was set properly so that it does not leak out in any way. After ensuring all this, then they signed the agreement. So now they are ready to share certain geospatial data with Indian military from US military, because they are very sure now with this all this from India, their thing will not be leaked out. So
it's
this,
security.
like when we talked about the technology earlier, so this technology of anti-theft, anti-data theft technology, also we are working on it, and we need more and more young mind to help us to become expert and help Indian military to successfully protect the data and information.
So it's a very high security from the Air Force sides and from the armed force, and you have given them a very practical example, so they are able to understand it, how the security is there in the armed force. Now Hemant would like to ask a question. Over to you, Hemant.
Sir, what performance attributes lead to successful material selection? What can be lead for successful solutions in adjacent market?
But I have not understood the question. Can you repeat the question, please?
What performance attributes lead to successful material selection?
Okay.
What is asking about material selection?
Yeah, understood. See, better this when you talk about, you must understand Air Force, Army, Navy are the user of the system. Air Force, Army, Navy aircraft नहीं बना, Air Force aircraft नहीं बनाता, right? Aircraft is made by the industry, right? It can be HL, it can be foreign industry, it can be ordnance factory, it can be any other industry. Industry makes the thing. तो इंडिया ने अभी क्या किया है कि इंडिया ने इंडियन इंडस्ट्री को एनकरेज करने के लिए काफी सब पॉलिसी बनाई. अभी लाइक एग्जांपल टाटा है, महिंद्रा है, L&T है, वो सब ये सब सिस्टम लाइक टैंक और शिप और एयरक्राफ्ट और गन वो सब बनाने में और उसके पर रिसर्च करने में लगे हुए हैं. अभी कल ही और आज सुबह ही आपने न्यूज में सुना कि इंडिया ने डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने क्लियर किया 28,000 करोड़ का सामान इंडियन आर्मी, एयरफोर्स, नेवी के लिए खरीदने के इंडियन इंडस्ट्री के पास से लेंगे. 28,000 करोड़ का सामान आज ही डिक्लेयर हुआ है. तो उसमें जो इंडस्ट्री का ये सब आप बता, मटेरियल सिलेक्शन इंडस्ट्री का रोल आता है. अभी मैं बताता हूं. अभी इसमें क्या होता है कि आप सिंपल एक ले लीजिए, स्टील है कि एल्यूमिनियम, आपके घर में स्टील एल्यूमिनियम तो काफी आप यूज करते हैं. कार का जो मटेरियल है वो एल्यूमिनियम है, राइट? तो उसमें जो आर्मी, नेवी, एयरफोर्स में जो मटेरियल जाता है उसका ग्रेड अलग होता है. उसको बोला मिल स्पेसिफिकेशन. तो आपको मटेरियल बस दो चीजें, पहले तो लाइक आपने पूछा मटेरियल सिलेक्शन। मटेरियल सिलेक्शन में कैसे होता है कि डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर स्ट्रेस स्ट्रेन डिजाइन में क्या है उसके ऊपर कैसा वो बार पड़ता है, स्ट्रेस होता है, स्ट्रेन होता है, बैंडिंग होता है, नो वो सब करके देन ओके देन से दे से ओके आई वांट एल्यूमिनियम और स्टेनलेस स्टील, बट स्टेनलेस स्टील ऑफ व्हाट क्वालिटी? कॉमर्शियल ग्रेड, ऑटोमोबाइल ग्रेड, military grade or aerospace grade or space grade. So even the purification of this, like normal aluminum जो हम विंडो बनाने के लिए यूज करते हैं, हमारे घर के विंडो डोर, राइट, वो एल्यूमिनियम सैटेलाइट में नहीं जाता है, it is a different grade. So there are two things, one is the selection of the material or second is the purification of the material or impurity and other things, the process, the way you are doing it, so grade of the material. तो ये दो चीज उसमें आ जाती है और ये करके फिर ये आर्म फोर्स और एयरफोर्स के और वेपन और एयरक्राफ्ट बनते हैं। एंड दिस इज ट्रू फॉर ऑल अदर सिस्टम, द सिलेक्शन ऑफ मटेरियल, बिकॉज ये क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है? लाइक आपके कार सपोज खराब हो गया तो आप क्या करोगे? यू वेट आउटसाइड, राइट, रिंग अप योर गराज चैप और पापा 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 मेरा पंक्चर हो गया, आओ मुझे पंक्चर करना नहीं आता, आके पंक्चर कराओ। That's what you do. That's what your mother or sister or younger, I mean elder brother must be doing it, right? And maybe sometimes पापा भी करते होंगे, उनको भी नहीं पता है कि यार मुझे पता नहीं है कैसे होता है, isn't it? तो एयरक्राफ्ट में नहीं कर सकते अपन। अभी चलो आप इधर से मुंबई जा रहे हो, हाँ, और एयरक्राफ्ट में कुछ हो गया तो पायलट बोल सकता है भाई मैं रोक देता हूँ साइड में बगल में और मुझे बुलाओ, आप 30,000 फीट पे है, नहीं हो सकता। तो ये सब फेलियर सेफ होता है कि कंपोनेंट फेल ही ना हो, और फेल हो तो ऐसे हो कि डेंजरस ना हो। तो ये डिजाइन के कंसेप्ट है। तो ये डिजाइन कंसेप्ट से ये सब सिस्टम बनती है। अकॉर्डिंगली मटेरियल सिलेक्शन होता है, अकॉर्डिंगली सिस्टम सिलेक्ट होती है, अकॉर्डिंगली मटेरियल का ग्रेड डिसाइड होता है, फिर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस होती है। The whole engineering process is basically develop and design that way, and then technology of that, right? So that is how the whole thing is worked out.
That's true, sir. So it's pleased to know that how material selection is important for all, everything. This is my take home of the day, sir. What the informations you have given to us. So now Divya have a question. Divya, yes, up to you, Divya.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir, my question is, how do human factors affect vehicle design for blast? How does a vehicle environment limit potential product design? Thank you.
Yes, madam. This is very, very important when you talk about vehicle. Again, when I say vehicle, I personally feel that what you want to ask is human factor in aircraft design,
Right.
Ship design, tank design, or no, think that type of army usage vehicle design. Am I right? That's what you are talking about? So let's talk about all the three. Now let's talk about Air Force first, right? Now Air Force, what happens that in air combat when you go, right, you need to maneuver the aircraft very, very harshly, right? Like you do the loop, that means you invert the aircraft like this, right? And thing like that. So what happens that there's something called G force, right? That means apna jo weight hai. Weight kyun hai? Because you have mass in the body and the gravitational force is pulling the mass down. The total becomes a weight. Now in this, when it is going very high acceleration, when it's going very fast, we want to climb up, the G force multiplies, it becomes 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, 12 times. Now at that time what happens? All our blood which is there in that mind, I mean in your head, it all got sucked out. So your head, brain becomes bloodless. So you gray out, and longer gray out, you even can die, right? So there are two things. Now how do you make pilots take higher G? Because he has to pull G, there's no other way. So there are anti-G suits or the clothing is available which is given to the pilot. He wears that, and then with that is able to sustain higher G. Now of course training, he has to be very healthy. No, I mean all that. There are a lot of other training pilot has to go through. He has to be absolutely fit and fine. So his medical category has to be much above my as an engineer medical category. we call it A1 G1. My medical category can be A4 G1, and ground duty I should be G1, but in air duty he is A1, I am A4. So that type of thing is there. So that design concept is it comes, right? That also basically how is posture and a lot of other things are taken, ergonomics, a lot of other factor comes. As far as this army, let's talk about army, tank, anti-mine vehicle. So vehicle goes on anti-mine and takes away the mine. And if a mine explodes, the vehicle may fly 10 meters away, I mean up, and then fall down again. So the personnel sitting inside should not be injured, right? So anti-crash or crash-proof seats are made, so that when he lands like this with from the height, he is not injured. Either his bone will break and all those things. So this type of concept, depending on the type of danger, type of forces, our human body is likely to take in that role. Based on that, to protect him, to enable him to take bigger force, bigger load. So those type of equipment and system are designed, the vehicle designed that way, and that is again is a separate human engineering side of the story, which gets into design of the vehicle as such. Like example, in a car, till yesterday, car never had this airbag. Today you have airbag. Why? So if you meet an accident, you are not safe, isn't it? So car design has changed.
Safety.
Yes. Second thing, you have that head rest, isn't it? Why the headrest is given? If you see when driver is driving or passenger side by sitting, his head is never rested on the headrest. But why it's given? Because if you meet an accident, the head will go suddenly back. It rests here, so this bone is not snapped, right? So your headrest also has to be adjusted in such a way that it hits this back side of the thing. So in your car, please tell your papa, please adjust the headrest properly, because in case of an accident, if it's not done, if it properly, an accident, then this neck will break and you are likely to die.
Even safety belt too.
Yes, safety belt. Why it is given? So these are the things which is change the design of the car.
That's
for protecting the passenger or the occupant. Same concept happens in armed forces also, or all armed vehicle and weapon system, weapon launching platform, what we use everywhere. Same concept, similar things is taken care of.
That's true, sir. Vehicle design that is needed or wanted these days. And it's a compulsory, a necessary condition. So Heer is curious to know about you, sir. Yes, over to you, Heer. Over to you. Heer, just unmute yourself, beta.
Sir, it is a human aptness to shift from one place to another for the livelihood. So, sir, please tell about your transfer period and what are the difficulties faced during transfer time. Please share your experience.
You see, basically here it's a very question which not me, but my wife is asked by many people because basic brunt of the thing she faces. And especially like my wife, me and my wife, we never had any background of armed forces. We never had anybody in armed forces. So for her, when she came to Ojar, Nasik, after my marriage in 1983, it was a cultural shock. See, basically what happens is that every 3 years on an average, you are posted out from one place to another place. But from one to another place you go, the environment remains the same. So your place is different, people are different, but the same Air Force people, attitude is same, the culture is same, everything is same. So very easily you get adjusted. The problem comes is that pack the whole baggage, put it in the truck, let the truck go, and then you unpack again. So that particular thing is a problem. And every time you're making new friends, like my children, my daughter, I've got 2 daughters. When we go from one place to another place, they have to change the school, or they have studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya. So Kendriya Vidyalaya for say Kanpur and Kendriya Vidyalaya for Nagpur, they will have the same syllabus, same book, same everything. And when they go from Kanpur to Nagpur, the coverage in the syllabus also almost similar, maybe plus minus one odd chapter. So that is not a problem. But the new friends, like you have been saying in the same school, for say, like for example, me, I studied in Ahmedabad AG teacher school from 3rd standard to 11th standard. I never changed the school. But imagine every 2 years you will change the school, you have to make new friends. So these are the cultural issues which we face, but we get used to it. And it is a fun also, because like you see all like everywhere you have posted, so you see that area, you know the area, you know the local people. So it is like fun while you play, while you work type of thing. You have like paid holidays. You say ना, अभी गुजरात में है, बाद में महाराष्ट्र गया, अभी महाराष्ट्र देखो, बाद में you go to Assam, अभी Assam देखो. So it's a paid holiday by the government of India. So that is the way we take it. That is the way we take it. It is a difficult, and earlier in my time, what used to happen, we never had so many houses. So I still remember when I went to Oja, in 1 year, we changed 7 houses. 7 houses we changed. And but then now the housing problem is sorted out. A lot of things government has done. So things are better, things are good now compared to what we were. Communication is better. Very easily communication can be done. So all that is much better. But yes, it is a thing, but we get used to it. We have no issue in getting transferred from here to there.
That's true, sir. So I would like to say, I can sleep peacefully today when my 3 wings of armed force is awakened in the corner of my nation. Lastly, as to respect our time, we will wrap up this session by saying that it's a great pleasure to have all of you here. And I would like to say thank you, sir, for such a beautiful sessions and the knowledge you have given to all of us. And we will try to implement all those things, as well as we will tell to our students for the brave stories. Still remember 21 stories to our students. So to share your great views with us. Thank you all the viewers for joining us in this wonderful session. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Jai, my dear. God bless. God bless. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks
you
a
so
lot.
much, sir.
Thank you very
Thank
much. And thank you.